What's up, everybody? Patel here. I've got Eric Sue from Single Grain, and we're here for a really awesome story. Eric's going to talk about how he grew his blog from 4,000 visitors to 200,000 visitors a month.
Yeah, so when I first came aboard Single Grain, which is a company that Sujin founded, the blog was about, Sujin started to lay the groundwork around content marketing. So we're producing content, which is like blog posts, right? So there's a cadence of blog posts, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. When I came in, I was looking at the traffic, and we're at about 4,000 visits a month. So now you fast forward about 5 years or so, we're approaching, or a little over 200,000 visits a month. So the question is, how do we go about doing that? Because it's a good amount. Like, some people have millions and millions of visits, but I've used literally the same playbook, and I've taken a blog from 0 to 2 million visits a month. So I'm a small stakeholder in this other site, but it's gone from 0 to 2 million visits a month. So look, this same playbook works on different industries. It just so happens that this digital marketing niche is very tough because you're competing against other digital marketers that are writing digital marketing content.
And they're good. Like, like digital marketing as a whole, like you're competing with a lot of great content out there. Yep. So it's even more impressive that you got
100%. Thank you for that. And so this playbook that we've executed on, we just basically, I've talked to other people that have taken their sites to millions. And so I think originally we're maybe doing like 1 or 2 pieces every like 2 weeks or so. I basically just up the volume first. So the first step, very simple, you up the volume. But the second thing too is you got to focus on the quality of your writers, because if you're just writing BS content, like low quality content, it's not going to work out. So I'll give you an example. I used to have this website called how to get rid of pimples.net. Something like that. So I bought a bunch of content from text brokers, and each piece of content was $50. And I was working full time at the time. I was making like, I wasn't making much. I think I was making like 35 grand a year or something. So I was spending a lot of money on that, like $50 an article. And I was like, damn, that's my lunch money, you know? That's expensive lunch. But anyway, my point is you got to go for quality. So what I recommend is you go to a site like ProBlogger, and you can find all different kind of specialty writers. So I found people that can write about toilets. I found people that can write about machine tools, like really epic guides. Focus on quality. And Sujin's talked about this in the past. Neil's talked about this. I've talked about this. It's not just producing content for content's sake. It's also the length matters too. So I talked about like our blog posts, instead of being like 500 words or 1,000 words, look, there's millions. There's over 4 million plus, 2 million on WordPress alone, so probably much more than that. Millions of blog posts being produced every single day. How are you even going to compete? So you go for length more, because when you go for length and it actually ranks well in Google, that post can rank for hundreds or thousands of keywords just on one post. And literally, we've upgraded one piece from like, I think it was like 1,500 words to like 10,000 words. And that post has gone from 700 visits a month all the way to 16,000 visits a month. Okay, when you compound that over a year, it's worth a lot of money if you're paying for that traffic. So you have a lot of different options. You can go blog post, longer form. You can go combined content, which means you're doing pillared content or content clusters. So you have one piece that's linking to multiple pieces that are relevant, and then from there you are thinking about, okay, you're upgrading your content now. You're seeding content. And then you're just rinsing and repeating that strategy. Don't forget to do the keyword research too. It's just you're doing what other people aren't willing to do, okay? So Brian Dean, our mutual friend in the SEO space, he only has like 30 or so blog posts on your site. He gets about 130, 140,000 visits a month. So he goes for all quality, and he constantly updates the pieces of content. So updating a piece and upgrading content is something people tend to forget about. And people think, if I just continue on this content hamster wheel, I'm going to get more traffic. But I've done that so many times that it just doesn't work. What I found, and what Sujin has also found over the years, is that as long as we continue to upgrade, our traffic has been growing like 10 to 15% month over month. That is kind of the secret that has gotten us to 200,000 visits a month.
And I'm assuming you're re-promoting these pieces of content
100%.
as well, right?
Yeah, we're hitting our email list all the time. Yeah, make sure you use your email list too. That's one of the most powerful things. If you're not collecting email addresses, you should be. And in one of my future videos, we're going to talk about how you can actually get your email conversion rate like way higher. So focus on that too. And if you have other channels, don't forget to cross promote too. Like, if you have a really good post, maybe you can make it into a short video, and you can cut that video into like a 60-second Instagram video, and then you can think about how you can put it on other channels too.